On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Thursday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, you don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a story to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So on Monday night, over there in the St. Catherine South Police Division, 4 men end up get caught up. 1 was fatally taken out by the bullets of the criminal elements who came and launched that brutal attack on them. The police stated they have no motive for that knockings and clappings. So the man will end up lose 3 pints in a that knockings and clappings is known as Kashmo Foreman, presently on your screen, but popularly known as Javel6 or KashDon on TikTok and of course in the criminal underworld. Yes man, you heard me correctly, in the criminal underworld. Most of who that knows of Javel now, or KashDon as some may affectionately call him on TikTok, just know him as a famous Jamaican TikToker, but not knowing his criminal past. Now, Kashmo Foreman came to the spotlight little under 2 years ago because of this video. But you know what, before me get into all of that, let me give you the official report as it relates to his knockings and clappings, and then me get back to the meat of the matter. So the official reports suggest that sometime around 2:10 p.m. on Monday, the 4 men were at a car wash on Orlida Drive in Brayton Meadows, Portmore, when they were pounced upon by 3 armed criminals. The police report stated that the 3 men pulled handguns and opened fire at the 4 men, hitting one to the right side of his chest, the other to the left side of his head, and another in his back. The unidentified male was conned up all over his upper body and head. Now the unidentified male is yours truly, Kashmo Foreman, but more popularly known as Javel6 or KashDon. So most definitely, to how the scene set up and how the scene look grimy a certain type of way, seems as if the unidentified man, Javel or KashDon, was the intended target. Now all 4 was taken to the hospital, where the unidentified man was pronounced you know what. So the police stated that them not have the motive for the knockings and clappings there. So as I stated before, Javel came to prominence because of this video clipping. Look and see where I go on. So as you can see on your screen is your popular TikToker, Javel or KashDon as you all know him. That video was done a little under 2 years ago. So that is how he rose to prominence in the eyes of On The Spot News Media. So I covered a vlog about the ills of this controversial figure. And of course, he did not take kind to that vlog. Now that vlog outlined and entailed why he had left St. Catherine and run to Salem in Montego Bay to seek refuge, because his enemies were at him, his friends were at him, and the long arm of the law in the St. Catherine South and North Police Division was after him. Now, how this man become a prominent figure on TikTok, only God he knows. This just goes to show how sloppy our criminal justice system is, because this man back then went on a robbery with some friends. The money never split up too right, and him end up con up one of him own criminal accomplice. So that is where he became the spotlight of a daring manhunt, not just from his enemies, but also from his own former friends. So he took to Salem in Montego Bay, and there he set up shop and became his own boss. He tried to go the badman route and start link up with some nakis and clappies in a Montego Bay. He even went back to Spanish Town at one point in time and tagged his location, basically taunting his enemies and former friends, making them know, say, yo, him a real bad man, cause see him there back in at the place. Presently on your screen is a video recording that he did and posted back then. So him decide to start the scamming a Montego Bay if he try to eat the food. That never work out for him. So he decided to start selling edibles. Yeah man, when time we say edibles, you don't know, so we are talking about weed edibles. We are talking about the cookie them that is infused by the good old sensemania and also the gummy bears. And most of his sales would have came from your children. Yeah man, the schoolers them in a Montego Bay. So those persons was his target audience to market is edible and cookies. So the video clipping on your screen presently is that of his own business, not no little clippings when me get from nowhere and come cut and paste and show no. This is his actual business for those who know and can confirm same. So after the video was done on him and it was posted, I'm pretty sure he saw the video in short order. So he went to the Freeport police station and stated his claim that a vlogger stated that he was wanted by the police and he came to clear his name. But what he did not do is to show the policeman the video of him with ammunition in his mouth, because I'm pretty sure that that would trigger the police to ask further questions as to how he came about having those rounds to have them in his mouth. But he just stated that a vlogger say him wanted, and here is him ID, and him want them run the system for check if him wanted. So he knows fully well that his name would not have come up. So he did that, went on his live and tried to discredit on the spot news media. So of course, no problem, life goes on. So he ended up in another brawl in the Salem community, and he had to leave Salem and retreat to Catherine Hall. And whilst he was living in Catherine Hall also, he made other enemies, because it seems as if wherever he goes, he makes enemies with criminal elements from those areas. So basically, my peeps, as Teddy Brookshot would have said in a shatters, anybody could have touched him. It could have been criminal elements from his criminal past in Montego Bay, or criminal elements from his criminal past whilst in Spanish Town and also Portmore. Or it could have been his own former friends, now enemies, that he went on that robbery with. Or it could have been enemies of his brother, a known controversial figure in the Wandan faction of Klansman, known as Kevin Malcolm, presently on your screen. So the knockis and clappis them could have literally come from any angle. So the police definitely have them hands full when it comes on to figuring out where that hit came from. And on that topic, the very same place where Javel6, KashDon end up lose Fame 3 points, another knockings and clappings go on there yesterday afternoon, Wednesday, where a man end up lose Fame 3 points and a 17-year-old youth get caught up and injured in that Brisley attack at a home in Brayton Meadows, Portmore, St. Catherine. So the man who lose Fame 3 points is presently on your screen. 20-year-old Nashawn Lewis, otherwise called Eddie or Kraman. And of course, the 17-year-old is a student. It was reported by the police that sometime around 1:30 p.m., the two males were among people sitting inside a house when they were pounced upon by criminal elements. The police stated that the men opened gunfire, hitting Lewis in his upper body and head. The teen get a one can to the leg. Now, they were both assisted to the hospital, where Lewis was pronounced you know what. The teen was admitted in serious but stable condition. The police states that they are still in the area and trying to ascertain why that knockings and clappings took place. Superintendent Hopeton Nicholson, who is in charge of operations for the St. Catherine South Police Division, stated that the police are probing whether both knockings and clappings are related. The superintendent stated, and I quote, "Not sure that they are as yet. Investigations are ongoing." Yeah, man. So now, my peeps, I could talk about KashDon. He now is deceased. He has left behind a set of twins and also another child. And of course, a grieving mother of his children and other family members. This story just goes to show that you have to be careful of the road you walk on. And you have to be careful when time you lay your bed hard. Cause my granny say if you lay your bed hard, you have to go lay down in it at some point in time. And don't a dirty tough as can to Miss Lou. So the youths them out there just need to take stories like these and use it as an example, as a marker for their own lives, not to lead a life of crime. Because even if you decide to step away from the criminal lifestyle, it will come back and haunt you. Because people don't forget the ills that you have done to them, especially in the criminal underworld. You ever hear them say long run, short catch? That was the order of the day. So many may be saying this and many may be saying that. But at the end of the day, youths and youths, understand how earth run and know say a life of crime is not no joke business. He, for one, KashDon, was not what we would call a hardened, hardcore criminal. He was exposed to the criminal lifestyle because of his surroundings. And of course, he had a choice to walk the straight and narrow or go up on the big broad road where look pretty and nice as so the road of crime look. But he made his choice and he took that route. And I honestly believe, say, at some point in time, he did try to change somewhat. Hence the reason why he became a prominent TikTok figure. But as time would have it, his past came back to haunt him. And now he has met his demise. So youths and youths listening to the voice of On The Spot News Media right now, use the life of your favorite TikToker as a guide to your own. Walk on the road that is dubbed the straight and narrow, and stay away from the big broad road with all the bright lights will look shiny and pretty, called crime and violence and easy money. Yeah man, stay away from the big broad road there and stick to the straight and narrow. Because you see that big broad road there, it leads to one or two things. 35 to life or 6 feet under. Yeah man. So as always, my peeps, a word to the wise is always sufficient. So anyway, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot.